you go back to Super Tuesday, Hillary Clinton loses 13 states to 8 states. If you add the 4 states that Obama wins this weekend, he's winning 17 to 8. You've got the Potomac primary today, Virginia, Maryland, and D.C. You realize in the last 28 contests, if things go as I predict today, Barack Obama has won 20 states, Hillary has won 8 states. Barack Obama's filling arenas. He's raising $31+ million every month on the internet for his campaign.
Amazing.
It is really a phenomenon that has taken off.
He's like Ross Perot in the sense that he represents just a disgust with what's been happening. That's why Ross Perot did so well. It was just wasn't the status quo, and that's why people.
But he didn't have the charisma and this cult of personality that Barack seems to have, especially with the youth.
Well, that.
You know, in politics, you know what? It may sound as basic as this, but likability means a lot. There's really not a dime's worth of difference in terms of the positions that Hillary and Barack are taking, except that Barack is just a much more likable human being.
Yeah, Sean, you're in a weird place, too, because you're not a big fan of McCain, huh?
Well, it's, do you see the cover of Newsweek?
Well, I was going to bring that up. We got to, promote the fact that Sean Hannity's on the cover of Newsweek.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, he's in it a lot.
They're desperate, but...
No, but, Sean, don't you think when it gets down to, let's say, McCain, let's say if Barack does win the nomination, once they start shining the light on Barack's views on giving illegals licenses and raising taxes and all, it should be a slam dunk for McCain, no?
Yeah, I think in the end they're going to coalesce around them, conservatives in the end. But, the problem is that on a lot of issues, I'm not, for example, for many years in New York, I've been a registered conservative, and I only changed to be a Republican once because I wanted to vote in a primary, but I consider myself a movement conservative politically, in the model of Reagan, and on a lot of key issues to conservatives. John McCain has this habit of reaching across the aisle to people that we just vehemently disagree with, like Feingold and Kennedy, and poking his finger in our eye and abandoning some of those principles. What conservatives are saying is they want specific promises on issues, and that if you're going to reach across the aisle, reach across to your base, because without your base, you can't win the election.
But they're not going to vote for Obama over him, regardless of what he does. I don't care what Ann Coulter says.
If he doesn't do a good job of reaching out, and he made a good first step last week when he went to the CPAC convention, I think he has an opportunity here, and I think they're making every effort to close that gap. They don't want conservatives hammering on him every day between now and November because they know that'll just split the coalition.
Yeah. McCain, who do you think he's going to want for his vice president?
It's too early to tell. A lot of talk about the governor of Minnesota has been coming up lately. If you look at that corridor up there, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, barely blue states, and an opportunity for Republicans to pick off some of those blue states. There's a lot of talk that he may want to reinforce his base in the South. So you look at people like Haley Barbour. People have talked about Huckabee or Governor Christ. Too early to call. It all depends. And he's got a long time before he has to make that decision.
And what about Obama?
If he gets the nomination,
he won't pick Hillary, but she'll pick him.
Really?
Yeah, he would pick him. Because and she'd be foolish not to.
Dream ticket.
I'm thinking Obama picks old white guy.
I don't know.
McCain.
Old
white guy.
Clinton's first choice originally was a guy like Evan Bayh from Indiana, or somebody like the governor, a very popular Democratic governor in Ohio, trying to pick off one of the red states, assuming that she would win the other blue states that John Kerry won.
Right.
Well, would he go with somebody you think a little bit more conservative? I mean, is he going to look at people, like if you have a black president and a female vice president, that's a very tough thing to sell people. Again, just because of the way we always vote. So would they possibly go with a more conservative Democrat?
That's possible. I think they've got to figure out what red state they can take away from the Republicans, just like the Republicans are figuring out what blue states they can pick off. Look, I may be naive. I think there's certainly bigotry that remains in America, but I think the numbers and the percentages are quite small. I don't think America has a problem with a woman president. I think they just want just not Hillary. I don't think America has a problem with an African-American president. I think there's in terms of substance, I just think Barack Obama is too liberal and out of touch with the mainstream of political thought.
Interesting. So who becomes the next president? You're thinking McCain?
I'm thinking Opie is president.
Nice. I like that.
What?
And Anthony, well, you know what, actually, because...
Opie's a little too conservative.
Yeah, Anthony, Opie's too liberal.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta look at your paycheck every week. You know, open your paycheck and what do you
I remember being.
That's what I was saying. I've been preaching that for years.
I remember being one of the little people out there.
I've always been one of the little people out there.
And I paid my taxes and I took care of myself and did what I had to do.
Sean, I have plenty of money. You have plenty of money.
Anthony has plenty of money.
I'm the only little person in this room right now.
I remember how it was, sir.
Opie wakes up in the morning, looks at his paycheck, nearly 50% goes to the government, and you hit yourself on the head and say, I'm not paying enough.
Yeah. Because I have enough money.
You want this country?
We work till May to pay our taxes. What do you want to go to September?
I'm not into this socialist form of government that a lot of these Democrats and liberals want.
Why don't you generous liberals, if you feel so compassionate about wanting to help, why don't you just donate it and stop empowering the government to take ours?
Don't take mine. I don't want to give it. I'm giving enough to keep the country running, which is nice. Exactly. But if you want to give a little extra to help out with these social programs, take it out of your own damn pocket.
Redistribution.
I've had it.
Good for you, Anthony.
Thank you.
Hey, someone wants in on this conversation. Patrick from Queens. Sean, why don't they bring up that Obama's a Muslim? Why is this rumor still out there?
He's not a Muslim.
He's not. That's what I'm getting at. Right.
Yeah.
How did that start? Was that some kind of massive email or something?
Yeah, it was that. And at one point during the campaign, it was forwarded by a Hillary campaign operative. Hillary and Bill have these tactics. What they do is they have their surrogates go out there. One time, Bob Kerry said Barack Hussein Obama to let everybody know what his middle name was.
Yeah.
You have the husband of the former governor of New Hampshire, bringing up the drug use, did he sell drugs comments. And then the Clintons say, boy, now please, guys, never do that again. But they have their surrogates, making these attacks on a pretty regular basis.
It's like when you say something in court that you want the jury to hear, even though the judge says disregard that comment.
Yeah, the bell has been rung. You can't
already, right? Yeah,
that's exactly what.
Yeah, the Clintons are very good at that.
God, did I just put that well? I'm very proud of myself.
I'm proud of you too, Norton. That's good, buddy.
Yeah. So Barack never attended a Madras.
Norton when he was on Hannity and Combs.
Yes, I don't know if they saw it, but it was my one appearance. I was hoping for more.
No, we'll bring it back, but what's the first thing I said to you before you go on the air? You remember?
This is not Opie and Anthony? Like something probably about my language?
I said, look, say anything you want, but please,
No pee stories
on the air.
I was listening to you the day before, and I couldn't repeat what you were saying.
But Jimmy's actually, and I'm sure you found this out, Jimmy's actually very good when it comes to that.
No, he handled it like a...
I personally enjoyed my last appearance on Hannity and Combs when Combs started talking. I looked at him and went, wow, you actually talk?
Yeah, that was pretty funny,
Jesus.
actually.
It kind of hurt him, I think. I was just going for a laugh.
He's got a good sense.
He's got to be.
I know Sean enjoyed it.
I have a question. Has the ban been lifted? Will the management let you guys back on or what?
Yeah, I guess.
I guess
we'll go on.
Yeah, there's no boss here, really.
We don't have a boss.
They got nothing to do.
Do they have mass firings over there?
Yeah. A little bit of
Maybe I can get back on, huh?
They called it the bloodbath. It was great.
400 people lost their jobs nationwide.
Congratulations on the cover of Newsweek. And Sean's radio show is 3 o'clock Eastern time, and 9 p.m. on Fox. It's Hannity.
All right, guys, thank you.
And Combs.
Wait, Sean.
Right.
Sean, when are we going to get the big invite to the big estate?
Why? You want to go to his house?
I want to go to Sean's house. He promised me a barbecue. Now it's winter.
We already met your neighbors. Come on.
Yeah, when are we going to get the big invite, Sean?
You know what? We all should go out. That's what
out. That's what he said.
Exactly.
That's what he said last time.
Go see Nick and Patrice over at Caroline's.
Oh, there you go. Where would we go out together, Sean?
I'd go to Caroline's with you.
Caroline's? Yeah,
I like the way Sean thinks.
What about a nice restaurant?
Sean wants to go somewhere he doesn't have to talk.
I'll take you to Roost Chris Steakhouse.
Ooh, nice bottle of red, a little steak, talk politics.
Sean doesn't want any secrets of his security around the house being breached.
Right.
Well, the funny thing is I don't want to reveal the secret because you guys, the last time you were at the studio, you brought your girlfriends. Mm-hmm. By the way, I'm sure they've dumped you by now.
No, I'm now engaged.
Are you
Sean.
serious?
Yes.
Yeah, Opie's engaged.
Very happy.
When did you get engaged?
Over the summer.
Well, congratulations.
Opie's engaged. Anthony's still with his girl, and I'm a tranny hunter.
I met?
Yes.
Nothing.
She's way out of your league.
She's way out of my league. Everyone says that. Even Sean Hattie saying that. Thanks, Sean.
No, she was very nice.
Yeah.
But let's do it. We'll all go out to dinner.
We'll go to Alan Combs' house.
Yeah, let's
go to Alan Combs' house.
I live way out on Long Island. Where do you guys live?
Well, I'm in the city now, but
I'm in Nassau County.
Yeah, I'm in Suffolk.
How does this show try to weasel into people's personal lives? Like, hey, Sean, can we sleep over and be sit in the hot tub for an hour and talk?
I know.
What's the matter with
Well,
us?
Sean wants to turn me into a Republican, so I'm thinking of a nice steak dinner, a bottle of red, and I'll think about
So
it.
you will go down to the range, fire off a few rounds.
Yeah.
You came as select if you promise to change your vote.
Or maybe like fly us around in that private jet of yours I've heard about.
No, I don't have a president.
I've heard stories.
The money this guy must make.
All right, exactly.
Sean Hannity's got to be pulling in $2,000 a week if he's making $1.
All right, Sean, get lost before you get in trouble.
Good to talk to y'all.
All right.
Take care, man.
Sean